Hey everybody, welcome to Mad Backyard. Today we're reviewing the Eminence 405 gas grill from Monument Grills. If you're in the market for a large, heavy-duty propane gas grill, especially one with a lot of fun bells and whistles like remote digital temperature monitoring, LED lighting, and a dedicated side burner for searing steaks, then you definitely want to check out what Monument has to offer here with one of their top-of-the-line models. Now, full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. However, I'm not a spokesperson for Monument, and I don't endorse any of their products because, well, I don't endorse anyone's products. My job is simply to review the grill, let you know my honest opinion so that you can make an informed decision. Because while there's a lot of features I like about this grill, there are some things I think could be improved, and we're going to get into all of that here. So let's get started. Okay, first, let's talk about assembly. I like, because especially this is a larger grill, it came in 2 separate boxes, so it was much easier to move around after it was delivered than some grills that come in one gigantic heavy box. However, I did find that this grill takes a long time to assemble, not because it's difficult, but just because there's a lot of steps involved. The instructions were actually fairly easy to follow, and you only need one tool, a screwdriver, to assemble the entire grill. It's just that there's a lot of steps because there's a lot of extra features on this grill, such as the LED touch screen, the side searing burner, and the removable grease tray underneath. One able-bodied adult can easily assemble this grill without a second person. Just know it's probably going to take you about twice as long as a typical gas grill because of these extra features. One of the first things I noticed while assembling the grill, and especially once I started using it, is the heavy-duty nature of it. If you're like me, every time you walk into a hardware store, you're opening and closing the lids on different grills, and when you open and close the lid on this one, you do notice the heaviness to it. It feels more like a Weber gas grill than one of your standard stainless steel ones you might find at a big box store. It definitely has some thickness to it. It's very solid and therefore has good heat retention. Another thing I like about what Monument does on a lot of their models is this clear view lid. It's really nice for being able to look at your food while it's cooking without having to constantly open and close the lid and lose your heat. You can get a sense of what's going on with your food. Are you having any flare-ups? How is the cook progressing? Again, without having to open the lid. It's a nice touch. Going inside the grill itself, we've got 4 separate burners, and then we've also got heavy-duty cast iron grates here as well. So 3 cast iron grates, 4 burners, and a warming rack up above. Now, I cook on a lot of different gas grills and smokers, and one thing that always bothers me is when the warming rack comes way out over the main cooking area. You know, this is the main area where you're doing 90% of your cooking, and it doesn't make sense for me, doesn't make sense to me for the warming rack to be covering that area up. I like how Monument has it more set back, out of the way. It's there when you need it, but it's not constantly in your way when you're trying to cook your food. So that's a nice touch as well. Now, just for reference, when comparing it to other sizes of gas grills, you get 680 square inches of total cooking area on this grill, as well as 60,000 BTUs in the main cooking chamber and another 12,000 BTUs in the side searing station. You've got a really simple push button ignition here, as well as LED lit knobs, which change colors depending on the temperature of that individual burner, which is nice when you're cooking at night to really be able to see what that knob is set to. You've got shelves on either side of the grill. This side is your dedicated searing burner, and then this side has your LED touchscreen on it. The LED touchscreen lets you monitor the temperature of the grill, as well as the temperature of your food by using the 2 included temperature probes. I also like how the temperature probe for reading the temperature of the grill itself is located at grate level rather than up above on the lid like on most grills. This way you get an accurate cooking temperature at the same level you're cooking your food. There's also a Bluetooth app that you can use to monitor both your cooking temperature and your food temperature even when you're away from the grill. Now, be aware you can't control the temperature of the grill from the touchscreen panel or from the app on your phone. You still need to use the knobs to control the flow of propane, just like on any other gas grill. Now, let's talk about a couple things I think could be improved. For instance, the LED screen uses D batteries to power it, 4 of them to be exact. It'd be nice if they had an option to use an electrical cord to plug it in so you wouldn't have to constantly change out the batteries as they die. But I guess on the positive side, you don't need to have an extension cord running from your grill to the house. You can position it wherever you want. Just be aware you will have to change those batteries every once in a while, depending how much you use the LED touchscreen. I also wish they had made the screen a little easier to see in direct sunlight, considering it is the only way to see the cooking temperature of your grill, unless you're also using the Bluetooth app on your phone. But in the evening or in the shade, it does look really nice. So let's keep moving on down the grill. Like other models of Monument grills, they have a removable drip pan that is accessible from the back. On this 405 model specifically, the back panel here lifts up and then down to get out of the way. and then the removable drip pan slides out from here. So it's a nice way to take it completely out and clean it, scrape it, do whatever you want to do, and then replace it back in without having to remove all the grates and burners and getting down in there from the front side. If you're finding this review video helpful, please take a minute to hit the like and subscribe buttons, as it really helps our channel out. And if you're thinking about purchasing a Monument grill, make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end for our special discount code. Continuing down the grill, we've got our cabinet doors here. These are nice heavy-duty magnetic doors that hold in place. And inside, you can put your propane tank. You've got the propane hose heading over to the right side. On the left side, there's a backup ignition switch that you can use. And next to that is the grease catch, which is underneath that larger grease pan that I showed you pulls out the back. This is removable. You can put a foil liner in it so it's easier to clean and deal with. One thing I wish they'd done is maybe position this in a different place. It's right behind these wires, which is a little frustrating. And it's also a little close to the propane tank and hose for my liking. I think it'd be nice if maybe they put it more out the back or the side like they do on pellet grills, but it's pretty easy to manage overall. And last but not least, you've got your wheels. These are heavy-duty locking casters on all 4 wheels, so it keeps the grill from moving when it's windy out or if you're on a slight incline while you're cooking. Overall, I found this grill very easy to use. It's very easy to ignite the burners. You simply open up the valve on the propane tank, start one burner at a time. You're going to turn it to the light part, push the button, it instantly ignites. Same thing on the next one, turn it to light, push the button, instantly lights. Right on down the line. Once it's lit and you close the lid, it only takes about 10 minutes to get all the way up to about 700 degrees when you leave all 4 burners on high. So if you want to do a burn off from the last time, it's really quick to do. On the searing side, it's going to light exactly the same. You want to open this up, you're going to turn the knob to light, and you're going to push the same button, and it's going to light the searing burner on that side. Just be extra careful because that flame is hard to see, especially in direct sunlight. So make sure you're checking whether that's on or off when you're using it. And while this grill can heat up really fast on high, I found it also does a very good job maintaining a nice steady low temperature when you need it. Like most gas grills, the back tends to run a little hotter than the front, but what I think is more important is that it's very even from side to side. When I was cooking some chicken thighs, they all cooked at right about the same rate from left to right. The side searing burner worked great for a thick cut New York strip steak I made on it. I got a very even and nice sear from one end to the other without just completely burning the meat before the steak finished cooking. I also found the Bluetooth app to be fairly robust compared to what you usually get from a grill company. It actually reminded me a lot of the Meter app that you see me use on this channel quite a bit. While it doesn't get quite as in-depth as what the Meter app does, it does allow you to see your cooking temperature, your food temperature, as well as set timers, and even see a graph of your food temperature as the cook progresses. So while there's a few things I think could be improved, I think it's a good option if you're looking for a large, heavy-duty, quality gas grill that has some fun additional features. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in learning more about the Eminence 405 gas grill from Monument, head over to monumentgrills.com/madbackyard, and don't forget to use our exclusive discount code Eminence100 to get a special discount. I'll put links to everything down in the description below. Thanks for watching.